Hey guys, Julian here and welcome back to SG Car Mart Reviews. Today we have with us the all-new Nissan Qashqai. Now before we get into this review, this video is proudly brought to you by Seaworks Battery. Introducing Seaworks Battery, developed by Toyota Tsusho to offer trusted aftermarket parts to meet high standards while keeping prices low. They are designed for quality performance in high-temperature environments, offering minimal lifespan degradation, which is essential for Singapore's hot climate. Seaworks batteries are available for most Japanese or continental cars and are also compatible with cars with automatic start-stop engines. Now to find out more about Seaworks car batteries, click on the link below in the description box to find out the list of workshops available. Now back to the review. Now the Nissan Qashqai is an absolutely gorgeous car. It's a massive change compared to its predecessor, but it is still instantly recognizable as a Nissan Qashqai, all thanks to this signature V-shaped design language right here. You still get daytime LED running lights right here, and of course this very nice gloss black grille up front, making it look very aggressive. But what's really impressive is this. See this cutout here? It's real! So all for the sake of aerodynamics. So yes, well done Nissan. Now onto the side, there are two variants for the Nissan Qashqai. This is the Prestige, which is the higher end variant. You get 19-inch wheels as standard. For the Premium, which is the grade lower, you sort of get 18-inch. I kind of like the 19-inch because the gap ain't so big, it looks nice, adds a lot of presence to the car. I'll definitely take this for sure. But here's a little side story about the Qashqai. Now, if you look at the bonnet right here, as well as the door panels, they are actually made of aluminium. Now, it's all for the sake of lightening the car, which is also why the car is actually fitted with a 12-volt mild hybrid system instead of the usual 48-volt. Again, the whole idea behind this concept is to sort of lower the car's weight. Obviously, the 12-volt will be lighter than the 48-volt, but whether or not this translates to better agility or nimbleness on the road, well, I guess we'll try it out later on. The Nissan Qashqai is priced at $191,800. The 1.3-litre turbocharged engine produces 156 brake horsepower and 270 Nm of torque. The advanced Xtronic CVT transmission brings the car from 0 to 100 km/h in 8.2 seconds. For more details on the Nissan Qashqai or any other car, head on to sgcarmart.com to help you make the smart choice on your next car. Now, as with most modern cars, or at least new cars, you get the model name splashed across the width of the bonnet. But while that is really nice and cool, I reckon what's really nice is the fact that the tailpipe is nicely hidden below here, all by this rear bumper. So it sort of looks very clean and very neat, very tidy, and I kind of like that. But what's even cooler is this. Remember I said that most parts are actually made up of composite reinforced material? The boot is exactly that. And here's the best part that Nissan did. Despite having composite materials, they still managed to fit it with electric tailgates, so that's always a very good thing. All that premium features are starting to show. Once you open up, you're faced with 500 litres worth of boot space. It's big. Obviously, it won't pass the anti-trolley's length test, but it will fit the luggage, it'll fit the anti-trolley. It's in fact a lot bigger than its predecessor. Predecessor stands at about 430 litres, whereas this is already 504 litres, so it's a big upgrade. It's also a little bit of a, I would say, a little bit of a puzzle at the back, because the 504 litres can be expanded slightly if you remove this stuff. You get slightly deeper boot space if you want to put your barang-barangs and stuff. And here's the even cooler thing. If you can actually just slide this in, you can actually just split it up nicely like this. Ta-da! So you sort of can put the dirty clothes and the clean clothes, or the dirty boots and the, I don't know, you can put stuff, you know. The wife will like this kind of stuff, so yeah. Now on the inside, everything is lovely. The seats are comfortable, very high-grade leather. And I know, yes, I'm seated on this side of the car today because of lighting issues, and it's raining, so we have no choice. We've got to do it in a sheltered area and it's a bit dark. So this area happens to be the better angle according to the cameraman. So yes, the seat has already been adjusted. I'm having quite good amount of leg room. I can hide my feet underneath and still slouch a little bit. I'm about 161 centimeters tall and I'm getting a lot of headroom. Obviously, I reckon someone who is as tall as about 175 would be able to sit inside here, no problems at all. But before I go through everything, I want to tell you guys something that is really, really, really good. It's how wide the door can actually open. So if I have to fit a baby seat, a baby chair inside here, it's not going to be a problem at all. In fact, it opens close to 90 degrees wide, so that's always a good thing. I know it's like small attention to details, right? That's why I really appreciate a car like this. But anyway, hump you see here is down low. You get a little bit, but it's still not so bad because it's wide enough for you to put your feet onto it, so you're not going to compromise on the space at either side if there are 3 people at the back. And like I said, you know, there's obviously ISOFIX points here as well as here, so the wide door opening, fitting the child seat here wouldn't be a problem at all. If it's just the 2 of you guys, you just knock this thing down, have a cup of coffee, put your phone. Let's go. It's a bit shallow, to be honest. It just feels like it'll fall off anytime, like, you know, fall off anytime. It's a bit shallow, but it'll definitely fit your cups, coffee, whatnot, easily. You get aircon vents here, you get USB-C as well as USB ports. And it's the best part. And I always say this is the correct way of making magazine holder, man. A full-on leather, can slide in right here, not the mesh sort of stuff. I don't like that. This portion here is dark blue leather. I'm not too sure if you guys can see it, but it's actually dark blue. Don't worry, I'll see it for you. Nice dark blue leather, hard plastics here, and here actually. But the rest of it all is all soft, leathery sort of feel. So it feels very premium, and obviously you get wonderful moonroof, panoramic no less, so it sort of lightens the whole ambience of the car. All right, to the front. Now, in case you're wondering why it looks a little bit odd, well, we sort of shifted the car's direction again for lighting, because the guy behind the camera insists that this is the best position, but he's the cameraman, so I sort of got to listen to him.
Listen to me now.
So yes, at the helm, it looks very premium. Everything looks the part of a very high-end car. You're faced with a wonderful multi-functional steering wheel. Again, premium leather. Feel the area, including this portion, sort of similar to the one at the back. You get dark blue leather right here as well as here, and solid plastics around here that makes it feel like it'll last more than a decade. But here's the thing, because it's the Prestige model, which is the higher end one, you get a full digital instrument cluster here that displays everything you need to know. And best part of all is you can actually toggle how the car looks, which is nothing short of amazing. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Let's do that again, let's do that again. I'm addicted to this because so much is happening. It just looks like a wonderful transformation. Again, a lot of design thought put into this. It's 12.3 inch, so it's definitely bigger. If you opt for the premium one, which is the grade lower than this, you actually get partial digital and partial analog. So that's not going to be a very nice sight. This right here, very crisp, very clear infotainment system. However, it does lag a little bit. So can you see the lag? It does come with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, yes, but the lag, you can live with it because it's very easy to use. You don't have to second guess, but you just have to sort of get past the laggy part. And because it's so crisp and so clear, the cameras are just to die for. So if I press the camera, look at that, look at that, look at that, how clear this picture is. You sort of can see, you know, oh no, this is not the correct one, this is the correct one. That's right, yep, you can see everything here. So it's sort of nice to have. And of course, you get the full physical buttons of the climate control. You get wireless charger here. Again, another 12-volt socket here to charge your stuff. Auto hold, my favorite. And then you get this very nice looking futuristic sort of gear lever. It's cool. So I've just do this. Can you see that? Dung, 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 dung. So it's sort of futuristic. The driving modes, however, has been simplified, so you don't get 3 buttons like Sport, Standard or Eco. It's just here. You just toggle here and it'll show you Eco, Standard as well as Sport. Doing so, however, doesn't change the color or the style of the instrument panel. It still remains the same, which I'm not complaining because I really love the whole grey and red color contrast. It's just great. Cup holders here. You get small compartment here, but you still get one USB as well as USB-C, so that's fine. The seats are mighty comfortable. Everything looks and feels the part of something really expensive, including the dashboard right here. Full-on leather, Napa leather no less, and of course this sort of like plasticky materials that's supposed to mimic wood trimmings, according to the press release at least. But I mean, I don't feel the same way. I just feel that it's very nicely done, very tastefully done. It's not overwhelming, so to speak. Whether or not this car is going to drive as well as it looks inside, whether or not it's going to be overwhelming, I guess, well, it's just one way to find out. So this Nissan Qashqai, I mean, I genuinely did not expect the car to be like this. I've tried all the different generations of the Nissan Qashqai. There was even a stage where the first generation or the second gen had a Nissan Qashqai Plus 2 or something, which was a 7-seater. It's a really ugly car, by the way. I like this car. And I get nervous thinking about this because I'm not too sure if it's because of my age. Am I getting any older? Is my preference changing? Because I don't want my preference to change. I enjoy driving sports sedan, hot hatches. I want to be in that stage of life permanently. I know it sounds very immature and childish, but that's how I like my cars to be. But here's the thing, I actually enjoy driving the Nissan Qashqai. It's such a big leap from its predecessor. It looks good, right? It feels good, it's so premium, and it rides really well. It rides exactly how an SUV should ride. Not too soft, not too hard. The only thing I'll have to say, the only complaint, if I even have to find a complaint, is that power only comes in very suddenly at about 2005 RPM, so there's a bit of a lag. When you tap the throttle, there's a bit of a lag. It's still going, not quite fast, but once it hits 2.5, close to 3, the power surge comes in and you feel a bit of like, ooh, you know, so it gets a little bit uncomfortable, so you gotta manage that throttle a little bit when you are driving. I kind of got used to it for the past several days already, so that's still alright, but nevertheless, it's not perfect. But here's the thing, right? Steering's a bit numb, I can overlook it. It's still nevertheless very accurate, so I can't complain. You get a 1.3 litre up front. I don't really care about the horsepower, I don't really care about the torque output, to be honest, because it's no slouch. Yes, 270 Newton meters get sent to the front wheels. Overtaking maneuvers are done with absolute ease. And the best part of all is, this is so much going for this car. You know, there's so much. I mean, yes, there's no ventilated seats, and you know how I hate it when cars don't have ventilated seats, especially in this temperamental climate of ours. But I'm really just trying to find faults with the car, and I realized for the past several days that I've been driving this car, I can find very little faults. And the best part of all is, it feels very light on its feet. And like I said just now, right? I mean, the door panels as well as the bonnet is all made of aluminium, and then the boot and the rest of the places are all composite materials, reinforced composite materials. So they're not using hardcore steel to increase weight whatsoever, which is exactly why they're using 12 volt instead of 48 volt. They want to make the weight as light as possible in the car. As a matter of fact, it's about 45 kgs lighter than its predecessor. Yes, obviously the predecessor used a straight up 2 litre lump, so 2 litre is definitely heavier than the 1.3 litre up front, but still, I mean, it feels light on its feet, it feels very nimble, especially for a car this size. It's just, I like it. I genuinely like this car, and it gets on my nerves thinking that I actually like this car. I'm too embarrassed to even tell my wife because she'll make fun of me. So, is the Nissan Qashqai a will buy, won't buy, or go try? If you've got some $180,000 lying around, or if you reckon you are comfortable spending $180,000 on a car, you should go buy the Qashqai. On its own, it may not be much, but in all honesty, of all the SUVs I've driven, comparing this to its peers like the Toyota RAV4, Subaru Forester, Honda CR-V, as well as say maybe the Hyundai Tucson, this car sets itself apart from its peers. It's premium, it's good looking, it drives very well. I can hardly complain in this car. It's spacious, very functional, well spec'd even. I like it. I genuinely like this car. So yes, you should go buy. So that's the review of the Nissan Qashqai. Hope you guys enjoyed the review as much as I've driven the car, and trust me, I really did enjoy this car. Please do share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, because apparently 80% of you guys aren't subscribed. But if you guys are, it's a lot easier for us to reach out to you and vice versa. Also, do comment in the comment box below. Let us know what you think about this car. Is it a will buy, won't buy, or go try? Also, you can hit the bell notification button so that you'll be notified every time we upload new videos. Also, follow us on TikTok. Our handle is @SGKarman. Thank you very much for watching. In the meantime, stay safe, be well. Ciao. Here, but it's all nice and good, funky and groovy. So disgusting. You.
Ever since that show, they non-stop like
Ta-da.